What's the worst nightmare you've had? What was the worst day you've had? What's the worst day you've had?
What's the worst? Wildest?
Yeah.
The wildest?
Yeah.
That's a good question for Peter, aye.
With his name being Wildman?
With your name being Wild, man, I should be asking you that first, but I'll tell you my story first, since you asked. No. Wait a minute, this is not going to be too long. This is not going to be too difficult to think about this one, Peter. The wildest night I've ever had, and I've had a few wild nights, right?
Yeah.
2006, it's in the book, Pain in Spain. I was going to Benidorm, right? I'd just been back from Belfast for 2 days. I was mad with it, fully up, and the girlfriend wasn't too happy, you know what I mean? And we left on the Friday to go to Benidorm. But I'd been arrested in Benidorm 20 odd years before that. So we got to the airport and I met this guy, Jim Brown. He owned Barsini, a pub in Glasgow. And I says to him, this was the Friday, and I says to him, Jim, the last time I was in Benidorm, I get the jail. He says, I'm prodding this fucking donkey on the plane for my man, like a cane t-shirt. And he's went, actually not going to jail this time. So Friday night, we were staying in a hotel called Hotel Melia. It's a 4-star hotel, right? And we were 16 up. The reason I'm saying that, I'll explain later. I'm fucking lucky I never get through it. So the girlfriend, Shaun, at the time, I'll not mention her name. She was an air hostess at the time, but Friday night went okay. I was in a cunty mood because I'd just been on it for 2 days. I was in Belfast, right? And you get the come downs.
Yeah.
And she wasn't happy. So we go to the airport and we'd been arguing, but things went all right. So I arrived in Benidorm. Friday night was okay, right? Saturday night, down at the pool, went swimmingly. You know what I mean? That was great. Right? But little did she realise, Shaun, right, this is the beginning of the story. Little did she realise that I'd smuggled 7 gram of pure cocaine in my body to Spain, right?
Keep you going.
No, but I wasn't going to take it. Because
Oh.
I'd find I says, if she's a bit cheeky, I'll take it. If she's not cheeky. But she wasn't cheeky around the sea by the time it came Saturday night. We went out for a meal and all that, then a karaoke. I was joking to take a line. But the stuff was back in the hotel, right? I'd planked it in the hotel. So we ended up arguing and all that. She says, no, I'm finished, no, and you're finished. So we went back to the hotel and she's went into the toilet or something. I've got this cane and I put a big line out. That's what I snorted at. I'm going, this is fucking brilliant. And she came in, she went, what the fuck's that? And I grabbed the bag in case she tried to fucking kick it or something. And she went, where did you get that for? I says, I brought it with me. She says, you brought that through the airport? I went, oh, I was bringing it with that. Right? So I had a couple of bottles of the San Miguel there. So I went out of the landing. This was about 12 o'clock. And I was swinging my bottle of San Miguel, another Patsy. That's what they call it in Glasgow, a Patsy. Yeah. And what happened was, I looked at the stars and the stars were saying to me, Ian, you're in Benidorm on a Saturday night, get on out there. Yeah. So you know what I done? I came in and she went, oh, you junkie bastard and all that, right? But she took it as well, you know what I mean? She was just raging. So I went like that, I had my flip-flops, my shorts, my t-shirt on, and I went into the wee safe, so about €400, right? Took my Charlie. So I walked into this taxi rank. So there was an older guy at the front and there was a younger guy at the back. So I'm thinking, right, the older guy, I says to him, because I knew what I was going to do, I says to the older guy, listen mate, I says, can I use the younger guy? He went, no, I'm first. I says, no, here's €10. He went, okay. So the younger guy jumped in and I went, I says, all right mate? He went, yeah. I went, take me to brothel, right? This is the beginning of the thing. This story is mental.
Oh boy.
This story, and I'm sure Peter will have a few mental stories and yourself, Shaun. But this, he asked me that, so this is a wild story, right?
Yeah,
one of my wildest nights, and it's just hotting up here, right? So he says, take me to a brothel, right? So he started taking me outside the outskirts of Benidorm, and I'm fully see this stuff, Shaun.
Paranoid.
It was dynamite, right? So I'd had about 3 lines there. So I went, mate, am I going to be all right and all that? And he's going, aye, this is right in the dark, and it was like a wee kind of a row of houses, a wee pub. And I went, I'm going to get fucking bumped here or something, know what I mean? So the guy went, listen, go in there. He says, you'll be sorted. He says, I'll wait for you, mate. I says, will you wait for me? I says, look, I'm not going to be in long, right? I went, you're not going to be in long, but you're going to get that. Know what I mean? So I went in, and there was about 10 girls standing about, Shaun. And me and my haste, right? I was like that. I grabbed one of them, and she looked like Kylie Minogue. So she did, right? And she went, you like me? I went, aye. And then the madame came out, and she says, would you like to go with that girl? I went, aye. She says, well, do you want to get her a drink? I went, aye. And she went, what do you drink? I says, a vodka and coke, get the girl in. She went, 80 euros. And I went, 80 euros? I says to myself, well, look, I'm getting fucked, but I'm only in for a fuck, right? So I wasn't really bothered, no. I mean, I just didn't no bother. She's not getting another one. So she says to me, hey, how long do you want to get in me for? I says, as short as possible. My name's blank, so I'm in and out quick. You know what I mean? I did, Shaun. It was just, it was something wicked in my mind. I was saying, see, the girlfriend, I'm getting her back. But what am I getting her back for? She's not done nothing.
But in your head she had.
I know. That's right, mate. So Shaun, I went in with her, right? Honest to God, I wasn't even a minute. There was a mirror in the room, and my shorts were after. I kept looking at the mirror saying, somebody going to come in here and steal my shorts, because it was a wee out, right? So that never happened. And so no, what she says to me, I was only a minute. She went, is that it?
Yeah.
So I'm a bit embarrassed. And Shaun, €150 for that.
Did you give me a discount?
And I went like, that's here, you should be so lucky.
Yeah.
That's one of Kylie Minogue songs that you've only had them in, because 150 for not even a minute is a lot. So anyway, I came out of there, and this was the Kylie Minogue, right? That was over €200 spent in there. I came out, the taxi driver sitting there, right? And I'll try and say this story quick, because it is a bit long.
No, you take as long as you want.
No, because it is a bit long.
It's okay, it's fine, honestly. No, it's fine. It's fine. We like the longer the better.
Okay,
the better.
Yeah, I'll try and finish it.
The story is not finished yet. It's going to be. It's just.
Shaun, I've got the paperwork say thing with it. If you can read in Spanish.
Yeah.
But you see it's in the newspaper, not the Glasgow newspaper.
We love long stories.
So right, so Shaun, this story's just heating up, right? So this is
Just
me.
heating up.
I've been in Kylie Minogue. Is that it? You should be so lucky, right? So the taxi driver's still there, the young guy, because I says, look, mate, I says, I'll give you a good tip. You know what I mean? I had €400 or €500 that I took out the safety box and the safe in the room. And so what happens is I says to the guy, I says, mate, that was fucking brilliant. And he went, you all right? I went, I'd only done a minute, mate. What's with that? So I says to him, mate, I says, listen, you used to go like this, right? You know, I used to like this, because it's a good subject to use, and it's how your downfalls came. I says to the guy, they're called all different things, right? Ecstasy, not. I says, listen, I was trying to pigeon talk. Can you get me for ecstasy? Right? And he went, yes. I says, can you take me to all night rave? Yes. I says, mate, there's a good tip in it for you. So Shaun, he took me back in town, and was glad, know what I mean? But the guy turned out all right. He got me 4 eckies. They were only about a tenner each, right? Shaun, I gave him £100. I gave him £100 tip.
Wow.
No, I wasn't get a fuck. No, I mean,
Yeah, he was a good guy.
I was going to get a fuck and get my fucking eckies. You know that.
Yeah.
He was a good guy, so I gave him £100 tip, and so that was what. I still had about €150 or something anyway, but I still had my coke, right? This dynamite coke. So I'm 48 years of age, right? No, I'm not 48 years of age. This is 2006. I'm 44, 45, right? And I'm fucking like that, right? And I'm like that. I could build enough to be half of the girls and that, and the rave dads, you know what I mean? Here's me going like, yeah, this is fucking great. Been to a brothel, knew I'm at a rave, 4 eckies, right? And I went into the toilet, took a wee sneaky line. I didn't really need it because of the eckies. So the story's getting good now. So I've wandered, Shaun, I've come out of there about 7 in the morning, right? And I'm blazing, right? I've been drinking as well. I'm drinking eckies, cocaine. So I went into this wee Irish pub, and all the pubs in Spain all open, some open all night and all that. So I'm in I've ended up staggering. I didn't know where I was. Ended up staggering into this wee Irish pub, and there was a wee couple there, the barman. So there's 3 guys, 3 English guys, right? So I says they were playing pool, and I says, mate, he went, aye, no bother. So I kept getting into the toilet twice, and one of them went, here, big man. He says, you're fucking blazing. I says, mate, I shagged Kylie Minogue. I've been to a rave, get 4 eckies. I says, I've got this cut. And they were like that. And he says, going to use one? I went, aye. Still got 2 or 3 gram left. So I gave him a couple of lines. Do you know what they says to you, Shaun? There were 3 workers, right? There were 3 workers in Benidorm. And talking about him half an hour. And they went, by the way, that stuff's fucking great. Where'd you get it? I says, I brought it from Glasgow. They're like, what? That's for Glasgow? I says, aye, that's for Glasgow. So as the morning went on, right, so 10:30, 11, I went, I'm going to get into Sing Me the hotel, right? And I get into the hotel. So I says to the guys, I says, listen, I says, does any of you know what the hotel Mamila is? And they all went, aye. And before saying anything else, I went, why don't you run me to my hotel? I thought it was miles away, right? I'll give you a gram of that. Oh, will you? I went, aye. Shaun, it was only round the corner. I was that fucking funny. Right, so here, wild man, it was only just literally 2 streets. So no wonder they says that. So I'm sitting in the car, right? But I don't know, my girlfriend, she's stoning. It's about 10:30, 11. She's stoning at the front of the entrance, right?
Waiting for you.
So I've been out for about 12:30, as you say, 10:30, 11. And so she saw me sitting with this guy. So know what she says, and I send myself up in the book. And that's not what I mean. And because it's just no, I've got this. I make fun of myself as well. I try to make the book quite funny as well. When I wrote it, I just didn't want this and that, and just lighten it up.
Some humour in,
yeah. I think that's quite better. Wild man, know what I mean? A lot of Shaun's, a lot of humour in this book.
Especially
and he keeps
man stories.
Them. Yeah, I know. I'm going to ask him his stories in a minute. So this story's nearly finished, but this is the finale coming up. So she's standing there, and I just went like, I saw her and I just walked right by her, and she went like that to me.
Yeah.
No, she says to me, Peter, she went, is that your boyfriend? Because she saw me the guy with the car. No, I turned around and went, and what if it is? I'm on eckies, I'm on coke, I'm on drink, right? So I'm walking towards the reception. She's only 10 hours to get her stuff out or whatever. We never even had much stuff. We're only there, gone there for 4 days. A wee short break. She shouted, am I no getting my stuff out the bedroom? And I went, no! So she ran out to the reception desk and she shouted, I want security. You know what I done? I fucking just got up and went right out to the reception desk and went, do you know what? Get the fucking police here. Fuck the security. I'm away with it by then. I'm just away with it. But then I'd done the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I walked by her and I says to her, and there was a big crowd of people checking in and I says to her, I says, listen, I says to her, see if the police come up to this door. I says, I'm going to battle them. Shaun, wild man, you can't batter fucking Spanish police. I've all got guns on them. But see, when I say something, I mean it, right?
Yeah.
And see, when I was going up, and it was 16 up, but see, when I was going up, I went, oh no, I hope the police don't come up. I says, because I was, my head was away with it, right?
But you said it, so you're going to follow through.
So I've got to follow through. This is what I'm thinking on my drug-induced state. And so I went up to the flat, still get about 2 gram of gear left, the supersonic stuff, taking big lines, and I'm walking up in the flat, and I'm going like that. See if they come in that door, I'm going to attack them. Then I'd walk up again, and I go, no, you don't, just cool down. Then I'd take another big one like that. And it was like that. I fucking just attack them. But I'm not thinking of the consequences of the guns. So I phoned a pal up and I told him the situation. They went, oh, come on, you're on holiday. And I says, look, I've had a big argument. I've got cool. He says, get rid of it. So as soon as I put the phone down to him, you know, when I get rid of it, I put it on the table and took another big line. But this time I'm Superman. Shaun, the moment of truth dawns. The door goes, right? Remember, we're 16 up in this place. I went, and I just took another big line, and I felt like Superman. I says, right, I'm going to fucking attack you if you're there. Shaun, open the door. 2 young police. She's in the middle. 2 security guards, right? And I went, but see, to be perfectly honest, right, I'm not thinking, just going to say other cunts and all the rest of it, right, because this is the right story. See the 2 policemen, right, they were at 26, 27, they were civil, they were nice, and they says to us, listen, can we come into the room to get her belongings? And I says, no. I says, you got a fucking warrant? And they went, what? And I went, slammed the door. So I went, right in, get ready, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So you know what I done, Shaun? The door came flying open, I ran there, see the bedside table. This is the wildest night of my life, you know what I mean? The wild man's asking me. This is the story. I grabbed the lamp and I fucking ran there and I smashed one of them over the head with it. Shaun, this is true. This is true. It's in the book, Pain in Spain, right? So I smashed him over the head, but see, the 2s are in the deck, he's trying to get his gun, right? And I'm like that, and see the other cop and the 2 security guards, we've ended up out in the balcony, right? But they've had my cuffs in the back, and she's in the room as well. So they were like, ah, fucking bastards. So they're rolling their sleeves up. Do you know they've got these big long buttons? So they brought them out, right? I knew I was in for a attack. I'm on the balcony, right? 16 up. And but I didn't want her to see that I'm showing any fear. And it was so. See if I never had ecstasy, cocaine, drink.
You know you're going to get a walloping.
Aye. So know what they done? They went, come on, they were smashing me. Right, do you know what I was shouting, Shaun? I was shouting. Instead of going, I was going harder. But here, not only because she was standing with a smirk in her face, but she says to me when I spoke to her freaking months later, she says, I says, look, you did. I says, and I wasn't giving you the satisfaction of me shouting, But see, the drugs, they numbed it a wee bit, but I could fucking feel it. Well, wait to hear the best about it. Yeah. Right, wait to hear this, wild man. Right, wait to hear the best about it. They've only fucking left me and took my cuffs off. They went, we've done them too much damage. They broke my fingers, there was fucking damage on, bruises all down my fucking leg. And I'm surprised there was nothing broken, know what I mean? So I was in a bit of a state. Do you know what I done? Stupidly. And I still can't believe this. I was unconscious for about a minute, Shaun. And they went out the door.
Go after
right? Aye! I fucking only ran out the fucking door. They were running it, and I went, come on! And I jumped right on top of them. So by this time, they've got me down. They've got me in the lift, right? The security guards. And they went, you think you hard, man, blah, 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 blah. Palty's gone out and they put it in my mouth.
Fucking hell.
I've never shit myself so much in all my life. No, I've never shit myself so much in my life. So he went, you fucking hell. And I'm putting it right in and I'm going, fucking hell. So, see me got down at the bottom of the thing there, I hadn't thing was stopped yet. I managed to run away from him. I just fucking ran away in my flip-flops. And the next minute they ran after me and I went flying. They got me with the feet and I went flying. So they put me in this van and I just went mental. I was fucking banging weed off the window, right? But
cocaine, psychosis by this time, aren't you?
But see this cocaine wild, man, it was fucking strong.
It was strong.
These guys from England were like, where the fuck did you get that?
Yeah.
So the story's coming to an end and there's a wee bit of a punchline here, know what I mean?
I don't want it to end, I'm just gripped.
Yeah, right. I am too.
So they've got me to the police station, right? Shaun, I thought I was in for a tanking in my life, right? To be fair again, they never touched me, right? I could say, I've got tortured, but no, that never happened. So,
you've got enough though, haven't you? You know
I know, well,
give you the walloping, like.
I know, so I did, and I was very lucky, right? Because seeing later weeks when I thought about it as well.
Yeah.
Right, see when they found out my conviction, 16 years, 2.5 years for a gun.
If you had your cocaine and all that through you, man, you'd have been fucking hurting.
Wild man, do you know what I'm surprised they never done? I'm surprised they never just threw me on that fucking balcony. They'd have got away with it.
I was thinking they would dangle you.
You know, thinking that.
Yeah.
Shaun, they would have got away with that. See my convictions and me attacking them. But see, if they knew that, they probably would have put me on the fucking balcony.
If they knew your convictions, you probably would have.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. They'd have just right there. So anyway, we were in the police station. They put me in with 5 guys, right? Algerians, I think it was, in Spanish. So this is a kind of a laughing bit here, right? Now, there is a wee bit of funny bit to it, right? And because I'm acting a bit smart. And so I'm in for a couple of days. They wouldn't give me a couple of watts. So other boys, so see the boys, the Algerians and all that, they're going, oh, mate, you go to the nick and all that. They says, you end up getting pumped. And I says, then I went, here. I says, I'm not just this wee tourist. It's just been lifted for a stupid wee thing and all that. I says, I've been in prison. I says, ETA? They went, aye. I sit with IRA. Right? So I'm letting them know I'm not a dafty. IRA trained the ETA. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The best terrorists?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's believed that the IRA trained them. So I sat with the IRA in the neck. Right? There's a lot of good guys in there. Even though a lot of people won't freaking agree with that, but there's still people in there in the neck. You've got to get along with them. So I was going like that, ETA? And they went, what? I says, don't think I'm a fucking stupid thing, mate. Can't, because they're going, you get shagged and all the rest of it. So anyway, we got to court, the story's coming to an end, and I've been appointed a Spanish girl, right? She was at 30 or something. So she came to see me. She's got no footloose estate, you know, and I can know. And she can speak English. She says, okay, this is what's happening today. You're getting an 8-month prison sentence, right? And I made a joke of this, right? But I did think this was a wee bit true, Shaun, right? I made a joke of this and I went, right, okay then. I says, 8 months, no problem. I says, I'll be lying at the swimming pool. The prison officers will come over for sangria and my breakfasts. She went, swimming pool? I went, swimming pool? She went, who told? I said, there's swimming pools in Spain, isn't there? She went, who told you that? And you know what she says? I says, what's in them? And she went, rats, maggots and faggots. Meaning the Algerians and all that. It was in the
rats, maggots and faggots.
She says that now I was talking about the Algerians going, oh, you get pumped in the neck and all that. So I went like that, Shaun. I just kind of went, my whole thing went, oh, wait a minute. Is there any other way out of this? She went, have you any convictions? And see, before I can let her stop, do you know what I says, Shaun? I says, does Big Ben tell the time? Old Bailey, Edinburgh High Court, Hamilton, Dumfries, this, that. And she went, no, because never let her finish. Have you any convictions in Spain? And I went, what's that good? And I went, no. She went, you're a first offender here. Did you know that? Do you know this is what happens? in Spain and some other countries, because I'll just come off the story just a wee tiny bit. There was a guy called, I'm sure his name was Archie McCafferty, and he came out for Australia, Shaun. He was a Scottish guy, get deported 20 years ago, right? It was all in the papers and that. He get done with a couple of things, right? So you guess what happened? See, in Scotland, he was treated as a first offender. He'd killed 3 guys. This is true.
Wow.
So Spain, that's what happened. So when I've rattled all that, Big Ben and all that, Tales of Time and all that, she went, no. She went, right, she says, okay then. I get you suspended sentence, 8 months. Maybe compensation you pay. I went, fucking right, I'll pay. So, Shaun, I thought I was going straight into a courtroom. It was a room, sorry. It was a room with a big long desk. And I didn't, and she went, just keep your mouth shut, right? Just keep your mouth shut. You're getting out. Getting out. I was like, right. You know what I mean? Oh, I got out, all right. I got an 8-month prison sentence, suspended for 2 years. And they gave me, I was surprised, they only gave me €600 fine.
Wow.
I brought paperwork today, but it's in Spanish and all that, right? And it was in the paper about what happened anyway. And but that was one of the wildest nights of my life.
That's fucking crazy, man.
It's all the craziest stories I've ever heard.
So we had Kylie Minogue, the rave, and the boys at the thing with, and
we'll do a clip, the craziest night.
So you're no called Wild Man for nothing.
I haven't got one to compare with that one, really.
No, but you must have a couple. I like the one about you. Right, you done your wee triology, Wild Man in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
The dogs followed you and all that.
Oh, I just feed some steak and stuff, and then they'd turn around, and because every night time there, the dogs would come, but we'll go for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd have like 4 or 5 dogs and sort of fucking protect you, and they'd go for the stray dogs. And all you do is give them a bit of steak. I
seen I was younger as well, Shaun. Seen I was only about 19, right? There was 3 guys in the town. They were well known in Glasgow. The 3 Johns, I call them. There was John Friel, John Lynn, John Kavanagh. John Kavanagh had a nightclub. What's the name of it? Club de France. And did you hear me talk about the Irishman earlier, where the guy came into the door and he went, I'm going to kill the Irishman?
Yeah.
John Friel. He died a few years ago. So as Shaun, John Lynn. He had a few businesses. He was a good friend of mine. So I was 19 and I kind of a thing on their shirt tails. They get in all the nightclubs in Glasgow. And there was the nightclub, the Warehouse, the Mardi Gras, Ultratech, there was Panama Jacks, Henry Africa's, Videodrome, who a big guy I know very well, had that. And it was just a big pub with all these TVs.
Are they all in the Gorbals?
But this is... Aye.